Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel with my husband.
Hi guys,
For the topic today is
you can do it.
living and dying.
Good job, you got that spit out. Living and dying
Yes,
in the Philippines?
yes.
Okay, so what's interesting to me, and this is not really a fun topic, but it's a reality check, I suppose.
Yeah.
You pointed it out to me that in the 6 years that I've had a YouTube channel, 5 guys that have been on the channel are dead.
So sad.
Sad.
Yes.
Good friends, people
Yeah.
that I loved, guys that we both cared deeply for. A couple were acquaintances, but 3 of the 5 we were really very close to,
Yes.
and they've passed. And unfortunately, many other people have passed out here. And there's been a big issue lately about safety out here in the Philippines,
Yeah.
because a couple of guys have been murdered,
Yes,
cold-blooded
so sad.
murder in their home. And that's been out in the news, and it's been on the YouTube channels, so we're not
Yeah,
breaking any kind of new ground here with this. And it's not the point of the video. The point of the video to me is that of all the people that I've seen pass away out here, I don't think it would have changed in most of the cases that I witnessed, unfortunately. They'd have been here or there, back home or here. A stroke's a stroke,
Yeah.
and cancer is cancer.
Yes.
And yeah, there's different treatment options back home. There's different treatment options in Thailand and here and there. But we have treatment options here also. And some things are just not going to change. I would say the biggest safety issue for someone out here is not getting shot like these guys with a home invasion. I would say the biggest safety issue out here is guys not taking the temperature and keeping a check on their health status. That's where you're going to find that you're unsafe. If you've got a bad ticker, or if you've got any other kind of, pick your poison, pick your problem. If it's starting to bother you and it's starting to become chronic, for crying out loud, get it looked at. And prevention is much better than trying to cure. So if you can stop it from happening before it does, that would be my humble advice to people that are thinking about coming out here or already living here. And so when someone passes away out here, it can be a real mess. And I talked about this at length on my channel a few weeks ago. If you're not set up with your family, I would say the best thing you could do for yourself right here and right now is go to the United States Embassy and register. It takes 5 minutes, okay? It tells them who you are, where you are, and if something happens to you, who to contact and what their freaking phone number is. How tough is that? Instead, these guys come over here, and I was guilty of it for a while till I learned about it. Nobody knew nothing. I mean, those that were alive back home, my father, my sister, they knew where to contact me.
Yeah.
My kids still know where to contact me, but they
And your
contact me
sister
on
too.
Messenger.
Yeah.
And so they're not going to be able to contact her on my phone. My phone will probably lock up, even though you can unlock my phone. So that's really not a problem. But who wants to go through that? Isn't it better just to have the embassy contact your loved ones and say this has happened? Here's the biggest safety issue that I see and the biggest gap. And that is, if sitting here right now, if I was to have a coronary event or a heart attack right now as we're talking, it would be the end of me. And the reason it would be the end of me is, even though I may have been able to be saved, I've had a heart attack before. And you know what? It took 6 minutes to get me to the hospital when I was in California. In California. They called the ambulance. I happened to be at a place that was very, well, I could see the fire station from where I was standing. And I saw the ambulance come out of the driveway. It was just talk about the universe working in my favor. 6 minute ride to the hospital. Within 20 minutes, I had a stent in my heart. No heart damage. I can't say that out here. It would take her 20 minutes to find somebody to help call
Yeah.
to get an ambulance out here. And she can't drive the car,
No.
and she's not going to load me into it.
Only the motorbike.
Yeah, and she doesn't have a signal. So it would be a call that she could just immediately call. There's no 911 out here. You know, you call the police, no big deal. You call a hospital, they're put on hold, or they're just gonna ho-hum you. Long story short, the trip from here to there, I'd be dead on arrival, where there's a possibility of still being alive if I was back home. So there, forewarned is forearmed. But if I'm diligent and I keep an eye on coronary issues, or if I feel myself slurring my word or feeling numbness in my arm or tingling, or lack of feeling in my feet or any of the telltale signs, go get checked out, man. You know, it's one cool thing about this is an x-ray, a blood test, a urine test, a whole gauntlet of tests, pennies on the dollar. And you don't even need an appointment. You just roll in, you go, hey, I want to get a blood test. Okay, go sit over there. So you might have to wait an hour, but you go get it. And yeah, we have a doctor we've had since day one. And you don't even need a doctor. You can just go see anybody that's available and work that out. And you can get the results right away. There's no big, long deal. Now, if they have to take a biopsy or anything a little more complicated, they're most likely going to have to send that off to Manila. And in fact, I had a biopsy done on a thing on my face to see if it was cancerous or not. Thankfully, it wasn't, but they sent it off anyway, and it took like a week to find out.
Yeah,
so you're
so
kind of
long,
like, ooh, I wonder what happened to that biopsy, you know? I hope everything's all right. So you got that little bit of stress. But that being said, is the Philippines safe is also what you wanted to cover on this. I would say it's extremely safe. What do you think?
I think it's up to you because you're living here in the Philippines.
Yeah, but do you feel safe walking around?
No.
No?
Especially at night? No, it's not safety.
I think the dynamic's a little different for being a woman.
Yeah.
I think the dynamic's different at night. That's a very good point. You know, I think we've been so safe because we're so boring. we had to drive home last night.
Yeah.
Because for the first time, and I can't remember how long, it was dark when we drove home. And you go, I don't like this. I
cannot drive at night. It's
I
so
can't either,
hard
man.
to look.
Well, you got headlights coming at you.
Yeah.
They blind you. Because these roads are this big.
Yes.
And there's freaking people walking in the street wearing black clothes. And I kid you not, motorbike comes riding by me with no headlight on.
Yeah.
He's just black, just dark. He's mixing in with the darkness of the evening.
Yes.
And it's ridiculous, man.
Yes.
You think a little pin light or something would work. But from what I understand, they turn off the headlight because they think it saves them gas.
Yes.
Anyway, that's kind of our take on it. If you go out at night and you start drinking and you walk down an alley with someone you don't know, that's a good chance you're going to get in trouble. But I can say that about any town, USA or Europe or anywhere else in the world. So I say if you want to be safe, make your own little safety zone and stay in it. Go out at night, go out with a companion, make sure someone's got your back. And it's okay for you to stroll around all day long, because I drop you off all the time. During the day, she runs up and down the street, goes here and goes there. Meanwhile, I go off and I meet somebody for whatever we're going to do, talk or do a video or whatever. And that's the dynamic behind that. So, safety in the Philippines and life and death in the Philippines. I would say life is good. I think that death is inevitable. And sometimes it just might be better to get it over with instead of stretching it out. I don't know. What do you guys think?
So that is, guys, for about dying living in the Philippines. So see you next video because it's raining, guys. Bye.